Okay, ready?
Yep, I'm ready when you are.
Ready.
All right, Coach. Coming into your last SEC series, what are you hoping to really finish up with this last regular season series before you get into the tournament? I know Texas A&M come off a big series win against Alabama, but kind of got swept last week. So, what are you preparing for this week?
Well, we're not getting caught up in A&M's record, that's for sure. And they have a ton of talent. They are a very good team. Joe always does a really good job with getting them ready. And we know the last time they played at home, they won the series against Alabama. So we are going to continue to focus on us. We're going in expecting their best game and just focusing on one game at a time.
And what do you say to your team? I mean, not losing an SEC series. I mean, they've really come full circle with the defense, the offense. I mean, what is your message other than just trying to stay focused and keeping the task at hand?
Well, it's going to sound really boring. There's not really a message. But the nice thing is we don't have to do too much with this team. We just focus on preparing for who we're going to play, and we focus on rest. We focus on making sure our bodies feel the best they can at this point of the season. And then we'll be ready to go to battle on Friday. So, the nice thing is with this team, we haven't had to motivate them all year. They are extremely competitive individuals, and so they will be ready to go on Friday. But right now, at this point of the year, it's just mostly just managing where we're at with school. It's final time. It's a long season, how our bodies feel, what we feel like we need to prepare and put us in the best position. So that's what we've been doing this week.
And I guess what last I got is just where would you say this team is at this point this year than last year? They're not taking anybody lightly. They're not playing down to their competition and really taking every series like it's Alabama or Florida every week.
Yeah, well, I think this team, every time they take the field, they look at it as an opportunity to make a statement. And I think that when you have highly skilled, highly competitive players, they don't have a lot of lacks in their approach, which is really nice. So it's just literally wanting to go out and compete together and fight together every time we take the field. And that's, I think, why we've put together the season that we've had. The coach and me, obviously, my coaching side, I look back going, there were some games we really, let get away from us. And you look back and kind of what you could do differently. And because I do think that a lot of times those games were lost by us more than won, and so, but they, they're not phased. They look at it as an opportunity to compete together, an opportunity to make a statement, and it's nice.
That's all I got for now.
Got anybody else? All right.
Well, all right. If not, I do want to ask, just this season, how it's turned out and all the notoriety, how has that been really trying to stay focused, but yet now the team is starting to get more recognition. You have that element coming into the postseason, and what do you say to your kids now that they're starting to get more publicity per se than they're normally not used to this season?
Well, we don't put a lot of focus on it, good or bad, because when someone gets an individual award, we definitely celebrate them, and we celebrate them as a team, because if the team's not doing their job, it doesn't, the individual, they typically aren't in the place to have that acknowledgement or that recognition. And so we celebrate those things together. So we'll celebrate the individual, celebrate that as a team, but we don't put a lot of focus in any of the good or the bad, just because you're never going to make anyone, we could do everything right and not make them happy. And even when you're at you're at your best, you're going to have someone that's counting you out. And so we just don't put a ton of focus on it. We just focus on keeping our circle really tight and just, having each other's backs.
And I guess the last thing I'll ask is just with the transfer portal and how you've been able to utilize the transfers and how welcomed they feel. What big of an impact has that had on KB, Taylor, and all the other transfers to really not take that long to adjust to playing for Arkansas because they do feel so welcomed by the staff and the fans.
Well, I think that's something that they feel in competing against us or watching us. I think that's something that, I have friends comment on the feel that you get by watching our team play on TV. And that's genuine. And so I think when they compete against us, they see how we play the game. They see how we compete together. And I think that they look at our team and think, man, they're really good and they have a blast. And we do. We have a good time. And so I think they see that. And then when you get here, I think our returners do an excellent job of embracing them and opening their arms to them. I think they trust us with who we choose to add. And then they do their best to take them under their wings as fast as they can. And it goes two ways. The ones that we've added have absolutely just dove in and embraced us. But I think that that's what they wanted. And so I think that that's the nice thing, is that they're coming here with an open mind, wanting what we have here. And so it's worked out really well for us. And they've come in and felt comfortable right away. And we've had huge impact players out of there. It's been great for both sides.
And for Mary, I promise this is the last one.
That's fine.
With Mary and just the big weekend she had. I mean, it was just a breath of fresh air. We knew her talent. We knew how good she was. And so how important do you think that was for her confidence-wise to have that showing on senior day?
Well, I think it was huge. She had a great weekend this weekend. She had a great weekend the weekend before. And I think that that's the thing you have to remember about Mary and what she's shown us her entire career is that, if she has an outing that's not characteristic, she gets back on track. And that's exactly what she's doing now. I think that we're only going to see her continue to get better and be the Mary that we know. She had a tough school load, and I think she, more than anyone else, is really excited to be in finals and putting the school part behind her so she can focus on just a lighter approach to the day and softball. So I think that outing was huge. I mean, it was really incredible just to have that moment on Sunday and get to take her out and the the ovation that she got. She's earned that and what she's done for our program, and it was just a really fitting senior day for all of them and her specifically.
Well, good luck this weekend.
Thank you, Porter.
Good. Do you have any last questions for Coach?